Hello.
Hi. Week number
43.
43 weeks of Dark Shadows.
Yes, and we had some excitement and also a throwaway episode that was just.
We forgot to mention last week that we had a short week, so all our numbers are off on our episode numbers, which is I don't like it. I like when the Friday episode ends in a 5 or a 0.
Yep.
But now they end in a 4 or a 9.
It's just wrong.
It is just
wrong.
They'll fix it eventually.
Yes.
So, what did we have happen this week?
Well, Jason asks Willie why he's so obsessed with the family and the painting and whatever. And I don't know that he has a real answer for that, but he heads off to the tool shed and gathers some tools, and off he goes to the tomb. And Liz,
grave robbing.
Yes. Liz gives Jason the money to give to Willie, the $500, to get rid of him. But
he's already left.
he seems to be already gone, but he goes and attempts to open the tomb of Naomi.
Right.
And as he has this little pulley system, it pulls something out of the wall.
A ring on a wire out of this little lion head on the wall.
And a secret door opens. And he goes in and he sees a casket in there. It's all chained up with lots of locks, and he breaks the locks and he opens it, and what comes out? A hand to strangle him. Confetti.
No.
A hand.
A hand with like an old-fashioned, some sort of frilly, I don't know, old cuff. Cuff is the word I was looking for. Yeah, so someone who's probably been in there a while.
Yes. So, and then the family realizes that Willie's missing, and Liz is like adamant that Jason find him and give him the money to make sure that he is gone. But I think he's gone. Anyway.
Yeah, well,
and then gossipy.
How gone? Has he gone?
Oh, he's gone. I'm sure he's in that coffin.
He's dead gone, or he left gone, or he's been changed. Gone.
I don't know about that one.
Okay. I mean, we know nothing. We know nothing about who this
hand
belongs to.
And then our resident gossip Johnson, talks to Jason, and so he knows where Willie could be, and he goes down there, and the caretaker's all upset that it was disturbed, that the door was broken, and he's like, well, if my friend was here, then there would be more evidence, because I guess he's, I don't know what, disruptive, or he would have broken things open or whatever.
Right. But his tools aren't there, he's not there.
Yes, but then Jason notices the little cigarette butt that he left.
Right. That
I saw, like, right off the bat when he went in there. And so he knows that he's been there, and where could he be?
He went in there and then changed his mind. Must be what he thinks.
And then we have a knock on the door at Collinwood, and it's a long-lost cousin from England named Barnabas.
Named Barnabas Collins.
And Liz notices right away that he looks an awful lot like the painting of Barnabas, and he says, oh, I'm just he had a son before he died, and I'm a descendant or whatever.
Right. In England.
Yes. And I practically feel like I know this place, and I feel like I grew up here because of all the stories that I've been told over the years, and he knows a lot of stuff, guys. So I'm starting to think maybe he did live there.
What? How's that possible?
I don't know.
He doesn't look that old.
Right, he doesn't.
So Elizabeth meets him. Joel Johnson meets him first because she answers the door. Then Elizabeth meets him. And then
he leaves and goes to the old house, and David's there.
Mucking around.
And David thinks he's a ghost at first, and so then he tells Barnabas about Josette's ghost.
Barnabas seemed to know Josette.
Yes.
Or know about her. Know a lot about her anyway.
Yeah.
And a lot about the house and
then Barnabas stands at the painting of Josette and kind of talks to her, and
David leaves.
Yeah, David tells Carolyn and Vicky or whatever that he thinks that Barnabas looks sad.
Right.
So Barnabas he's talking to the painting of Josette, saying like, why couldn't you protected me? And then he claims the house for the life that he should have had.
What's their backstory? We'll find out.
Perhaps. Next episode, we find out that Willie's things are missing, so we're thinking that Barnabas went and took them, so that no one suspects that he died.
Yeah, his stuff was there at the house because he left it because he wasn't moving out yet, and now they're gone.
So he's
Barnabas took them, or
covering
Willie
his tracks.
came back?
No, Barnabas is covering his tracks for killing Willie.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that a Tarantino movie? Kill Willie?
Kill Willie.
No?
I don't think
Maybe not.
So then we had the whole Burke and Carolyn.
Yeah, we just went on a detour for a whole episode at the Blue Whale.
Joe and Burke were there having a drink, and Carolyn comes in, and Burke tries to talk to her, and then
blah, blah, blah.
Joe talks to her because Burke's upset that she won't talk to him, and so then
high school drama. Yeah. It's like, why is this happening? Not a single reference to Barnabas that whole episode.
No, she says, "Oh, I'm not afraid. I'm not angry with him. I'm afraid because I loved him." And then finally, she talks to Burke and realizes that he doesn't love her, and blah 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 blah. Done.
I don't know. Like, why are we seeing this? Is this building up to something? Maybe. I don't know.
But then Carolyn comes home from this venture, and Jason and Liz are arguing. And if she just waited another 4 seconds at the door,
closed at the drawing room.
She's listening. She waited another 4 seconds, she would have heard what happened with Paul and Liz and whatever. But she doesn't. She barges in and demands that she know what they're arguing about, and Liz gives her some lie, which I forget what it was.
Yeah, me too.
And Carolyn just kind of maybe takes it. I don't really know.
Who knows?
But then Liz leaves, and Jason kind of comes up to Carolyn and says, like, basically, you better stop asking questions.
Yep. For your sake of your mother and for you.
Mm-hmm.
Which doesn't really help her curiosity go away. So
right?
She's just going to want to know even more what's up.
Mm-hmm. I would.
Yeah, exactly.
Then our last episode of the week, we have Vicky in the old house looking for David, and then the door blows shut and she can't get it open, and then Barnabas comes down the stairs. She doesn't really even question, like, why the heck are you here?
Yeah.
Like, why are you hanging out here? And then he just opens it and says, oh, there's, like a trick to it, and you have to know. And he goes on and on and on about the house and like
history and how it was built and what it was built from and
where they got
all the materials.
Yeah, like crazy amounts of things.
I'm thinking Jonathan Frid, who plays Barnabas, probably is like, what did I sign up for? I got like this giant monologue every episode. Maybe he was happy. He's like, I got more lines than anyone else. I just joined the show and I got more lines than anyone else.
I don't see what the whole thing is about him, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
And then Carolyn and Roger meet him. Oh, Carolyn was telling Roger about him, and all of a
Roger
sudden
was away
he
on a
comes
business
with
trip,
Vicky.
and so he comes home and he's all happy and jolly, and they're kind of giggling together about stupid stuff.
Oh yeah, Roger was just like, oh, how many people are here now? And
yeah, he thought there was going to be more people moving in.
So then Barnabas comes in and they chat, and Barnabas and Roger go off to the study.
Yeah, I think Roger has a bit of a crush.
I think so.
He really liked him.
But
he saw his ring.
Yes, they were having a little toast, and he saw his ring, and was like, "Oh, it must have been passed down, or whatever." He just always admired the ring, and
he's like, "I wish it was left to me."
Yeah, he did say that when he was like,
"They have lots of family jewelry that."
Right. Then Barnabas says maybe he's going to stick around, and Roger's willing to help him maybe figure out what he can invest in or what business he can kind of venture after, and yes.
Is that it?
Nope.
At
the very end, they're all kind of congregated around in the foyer, and they see the painting, and Carolyn says, oh, it looks so much like him, like it was painted right after him. And it's like, okay, we already said that like 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Like we know. Liz said that. I mean, I guess Carolyn hasn't noticed it yet, so it's just more people noticing the resemblance. Oh, and then Barnabas was just standing out in the creepy, foggy forest.
Yeah.
Just like, he's kind of a creeper.
What's he doing? Dogs howling and barking, or wolves or whatever.
I was like, oh, maybe he's gonna go eat that animal.
Maybe. Why would he do that?
That's my prediction. He needs. Oh, why would he eat it? Oh, that's true. We don't know why he would eat an animal. Maybe he drinks blood.
No. Who does that?
I keep saying the weirdest things. Like, it's so weird. Why would I come up with that? Anyway, predictions?
Predictions? I think he's gonna stick around for a while.
Yeah, an episode or two.
So here's my feeling about this, and let me know if you agree or disagree.
Okay.
So we're just introduced to this Barnabas character. When this is like when everyone else starts watching the show. Basically, like most people started watching the show right now when Barnabas joins the storyline. And he's like becomes what's synonymous with the show. He's on the cover of all the comics and books and magazines and everything. And,
so far, I'm underwhelmed.
All the remakes are all about him, and like right from the very beginning. And so it's like he is what Dark Shadows is known for, this character. But we just watched like over 200 episodes without him, and I just feel like, who's this guy waltzing in thinking he can just take over the show? And like, we have all our characters and we love all our characters, and then this guy's just going to come in and just be like,
I'm important
Mr.
than you.
I'm Mr. Awesome. And so, I don't know. He's got a lot to prove himself.
I think so.
I think he better be an amazing character.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know. I'm not happy about someone coming in and taking over my Dark Shadows.
I agree.
Do
Down
you
with
agree?
Barnabas.
Yeah. Predictions for you? Down with Hopefully they write him off soon. Maybe.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I feel like obviously we're just gonna kind of slowly reveal more information about him, and people are gonna find out. I assume that at some point they all know what he is, and they just
someone's gonna eventually
like,
have to notice. Who's gonna be the first one to notice? They only see him at nighttime.
Oh yes.
That's got to be a red flag. It's like, I never see him. Where's he in the daytime?
And are we veering completely away from Jason and Liz? I mean, there was a little bit last week on it, but like,
right.
Are we veering away from that now? And we'll just be like, okay, well,
they'll just drop it. Like,
we know what happened, and no one else needs to know what happened.
At least they got to wrap up the Burke and Roger thing before Barnabas showed up. So, but now he's just going to take over. I mean, we did get that whole Burke and Carolyn. We needed that wrapped up.
We didn't. All right, that's all I got.
Next week.
Bye.
Bye.